So in this video we're going to look at doing some one variable data analysis with Geogebra. Geogebra is freely downloadable, available in lots of formats. So I'm going to focus on work on some IMDb ratings. So I've got the ratings for all the movies here for different genres. So I've separated them out on this worksheet here. I've got ratings for action movies here and for animation movies there. So I'll start by copying my column for action movies there. Just going to copy that data. That's on my clipboard. Now I'll go into Geogebra. When I get Geogebra, you'll probably find that you have a graphics window open, which you can just close, like I can close this algebra window here. And you want to have a new spreadsheet window. So if you go to your view option, you'll be able to choose spreadsheet. And then, not surprisingly, you'll get something that looks quite a lot like a spreadsheet. And I'm going to paste that data that I've got in there. So right above there, I've got a little menu item there that's going to do some one variable data analysis for me. If I click on the drop down, I get a choice. I'm going to do some one variable data analysis. But I need to make sure that I've got my column highlighted first. So I've just clicked on the A to highlight the column, do some one variable data analysis. Then I'm going to get a little choice. Just worth checking here on the little settings wheel that I'd like to use the header as the title. Now do the analyze, and what results is straight away a histogram. And I've got the summary statistics for that data here on the left. So that's really useful. So I've got a number of items, mean, standard deviation, minimum, quartiles, medium, and so on. So I've got my 5-figure summaries. And I've got a histogram that I can take straight away and use. I'll have to add some labels and some information as part of my communication. I can choose to have a box plot instead though if I want to. And here is what the box plot looks like. And again, that's a nice, clean, very copyable image. And if I right click anywhere on it, I can either copy to the clipboard or export as a picture. But if I just copy to the clipboard, go into a Word file and paste, you can see how that looks. And now I'd need to add some labels to communicate the diagram well. And that's probably the easiest way to do it here. So I've got my box and whisker diagram and I've got my summary statistics, and I've managed to do that very quickly. One thing that you will want to be careful of, depending on the data that you've got and the purpose, is if I go onto this little arrow here, which is an options button, there's something important there. It says about showing outliers. Now by default it's turned on, and in this case it doesn't make any difference. But if you show outliers, it won't necessarily include them in your diagram. You just need to be careful of making sure that you've taken this into account. So my preference might be for not showing the outliers unless you're going to have a specific discussion about the outliers and take them out of your analysis. But just be aware of that. And then on the graph tab, you've got some things that you can change about the axes as well. So in addition, you can in fact add an extra column of data and do more box and whisker diagrams. So I'm going to take this animation films ratings there as well. I'm going to copy that across to Geogebra spreadsheet. Okay, and now I'm going to highlight both columns, and instead of choosing one variable analysis, I'm going to choose multiple variable analysis. Again, the little settings wheel to make sure I use the header as the title, and analyze, and now I get both the diagrams, both the box and whisker diagrams appearing alongside each other, which is really very useful for comparisons. And I get the summary data of that information below. Terrific, easily done, visually appealing, and allows you to focus on the conversation about those results, looking at the difference between those two diagrams and trying to draw inferences and explain it. Once again, a quick right click and copy to clipboard or export as picture into Word, and you can paste that across, and then you can add some more information that you think you need to communicate that well.